Back at it again, back at it again. Can't stop, won't stop. Zone 9 life. Hey, thanks again for tuning in with your boy, man. Coach J, Motivated Moments. Stay tuned, let me show you what I have up my sleeves today. Got a big week this week, man. A lot of stuff to put in the soil this week, man. A lot of stuff to put in the soil, man. Appreciate y'all. Let's get it. All right, Lawn Locos. Real quick, before I show you what I have up my sleeves today, let's walk this chumpy. Let's walk this chumpy. You remember this area right here I was talking about? I was dealing with that fungal activity. Let's check it out, man. It's dissipating. Remember I told you guys, slowly but surely, you got to stay on it, but it's dissipating. I still see some blades still are affected, and some will eventually be lost to death, but it's not as, prevalent as it was before. I don't really see as much of the lesions as I did before, if you notice. Okay? But I'm saying, guys, slowly but surely. And this is this spot. Okay, I was paying back so you know. Remember this little section right here? Slowly but surely. Okay? And now also, this week, since I'm going down with these granular products I'm about to show you, I did cut it one notch lower, because I want all those granular products to reach the soil. But let's walk this chumpy one notch shorter. She's doing good, man. I'm still preparing for the heat, preparing for the summer. I'm gonna have to touch up this line soon. I see some nutsedge, kalinga, and stuff popping up nearby. And this is worse on the other side of my neighbors, but I noticed that kalinga and poa and stuff popping up. I'm gonna have to spray the lines just to tighten it up, because when they cut their grass, their seeds, indirectly, they're not doing it on purpose, but their seeds from those weeds will eventually blow into my yard, and then I will have to what? I will have to contend with them. Okay, so I like to hit the property lines with herbicide just to limit it somewhat, but it's inevitable. You're going to get weed seeds. It's inevitable. You're going to get weed seeds. And sorry guys, it's early, man. It's in the morning. This Florida. See, the sun's back there behind the house, but I'm not coming out here in the evening trying to do something for y'all. This Florida, man. I'm trying to beat the heat. I'm trying to be out here 7, 8, and be in the house by noon before it gets to 88 or something. It's going to be today. It's gonna be in the 80s today. Zone 9 life, man. Florida, baby. Y'all seen the last video? See me cut the Zorsia flu? Oh yeah, I had my dogs out. It's Florida, man. Keep my dogs out, man. Keep my dogs out. But that's it. Remember this is my spot back here. It's not due for a cut yet. Remember I told you guys I keep this lower than everything else, but I cut it every third cut. See, I haven't cut this area yet, but I have cut the mainstay. But this one's not due for a cut until next time, where I'll cut it real low. But she's doing well. She's doing well. Yeah, doing well. Sorry guys, this camera does not really give you due or justice on the color. But in person, man, oh my goodness, the green is a little nicer. You see it? You see it? You see it. Let me show you what I got up my sleeves today. Let's get it. All right, Lawn Locos. Hey, man, appreciate y'all rocking with your boy, man. Man, appreciate y'all, man. Really do, okay? Hey, guys, man, I have to stay on point. You have to stay on point. I say this all the time. Don't wait until you see damage to treat damage. It just doesn't make sense. It's more cost effective if you try to prevent damage. Okay. Now I'm due again for insecticide treatment. I'm due again for deterring those burrowing animals treatment. I'm due again for a granular fertilizer treatment, which I only do once a month. And I'm also due for some, I guess, a beneficial love, a love to the beneficial soil type of treatment. I'm due for that as well this weekend, but I'm only giving you a part of that today, okay, with this biochar. All right, but what I mean, stay on point with the insects. Let's get into it, okay? Now it's time for me to go down with this again, guys. Okay, this is GrubX, chlorotraniliprole. Okay, is the active ingredient in this. Okay, for those of you that have been with me for the past, I don't know, few months, you've seen that I had a video up there where I showed you why you're having difficulty controlling grubs, and I showed you my rotation. Okay, last month I went down with a curative grub treatment, triclophan. Okay, that was last month's treatment. Okay, the month before that was a GrubX treatment. Okay, so now yet again I'm going down with a GrubX treatment, and then next month, okay, this is a preventative treatment. Next month I'm going down with a Dualcide, which is a curative treatment. Alternate, rotate your treatments, guys. Do it before you see damage. Don't wait until you get damage. Do it before you get damage, okay? So I'm going down with that today, my insecticide treatment. Rotate, rotate, rotate. This will be my last time using this year. Then the month after the Dualcide treatment, I'll switch over, which will be June, and I'll switch over to my imidacloprid preventative measures for the grubs. But last time using chlorotraniliprole for the year, GrubX, okay? Now, I'm also due for a fertilizer treatment, okay? These things heavy, man. Now, for those of you that have been with me for the year, okay, appreciate my day ones. Shout out to all my new subscribers, okay? But since the beginning of the year, okay, January, February, March, I went down with, remember that Scott's Halt's grass with the pendimethalin, okay, the pre-emergent, okay, that was my pre-emergent at the beginning of this year, was the pendimethalin. And it was the Scott's Halt's grass, and it was 3004, I believe. 3004, and the pre-emergent ingredient was pendimethalin. And I went down with 3 sequential treatments, or split applications, if you will, just to maximize my pre-emergent, existence in the soil, if you will. Okay, so now the fertilizer I'm switching to now will be this 15015. Okay, shout out Sunnyland, shout out Sunnyland. Okay, now this is a 50% slow release nitrogen due to that PCU, that poly coating. Excuse me. Okay, obviously 15015, 15 nitrogen, 0 phosphorus, 15 potassium. But look at all these minors and micro goodies that they have in this. And this is the reason why I love Sunnyland, because from my original soil test, I was low in boron, chlorine, copper, and potassium, and manganese, I believe, okay? All right, I'm due for a soil test this year. Okay, they have boron, those goodies, chlorine, copper, iron, manganese, okay, molybdenum, and zinc, okay? This is why I rock with Sunnyland, because their fertilizers always carry that boron, chlorine, and things like that. I'm guessing it's because it always may leach here because we're in Florida, and this is a Florida-based company, because I'm pretty sure a lot of the soils around here are low in that. So that's why they always have a trace of that in their fertilizers, and I have a garage full of Sunnyland. Shout out Sunnyland, man. Big up Florida. Big up Florida. 15015. Now, it also has bifenthrin in it. Okay, let me explain this. It has bifenthrin in it, but I don't care nothing about that. I'm not even using it for the bifenthrin, okay, bifenthrin. Now, full disclosure, these products that have herbicide or insecticide, fungicide, along with the fertilizer, guys, within 3 to 5 years, the insecticide or pre-emergent, what have you, it'll dissipate, it'll weaken, it'll lessen over time, kind of like what medication does after it expires. Okay, it's not effective. Over time, the bifenthrin in this bag wouldn't even be that much effective anyway, because I've had it for years and I'm gonna have it for the rest of my life. So the bifenthrin is not going to last that long. Okay, but I'm just using it for the fertilizer, the 15015. Fertilizer has infinite shelf life. That's why they have warehouses of it overseas, like warehouses of it. All right. Now next, okay, what I'm going down with, is the some organics. Okay, this is part of what I call that beneficial love, or giving love to the beneficials. I'm giving love to all those microbes and things I've been putting in the soil. Okay, and this is just biochar, guys. Okay, DG product, dispersing granular. Okay, it'll disperse or it'll spread out once it gets wet. Excuse me. It'll spread out and disperse. It's also a good safe haven for all that mycorrhizal fungi. Give them something to do, something to hang out on, adding carbon to help them out in their process in doing what they do best. Okay, and it's organic, man. Give them something else to munch on as well. Breaking this down, help break this down, man. Okay, this is gonna last in the soil for a long, long, long time. Love me long time. Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing else. But yeah, love me long time. BioChar, the BioChar is gonna love you long time. All right, now I saved this one for last. Okay. Now, for those of you who don't know, you scallywags, this is what I've been calling it. You scallywags. It's that YARD GARD. Y'all don't know nothing about that YARD GARD? Now, for those of you that have been with me and following me, and I have a bunch of videos and shorts where I've been trapping and catching a whole lot of possum, okay, because they'll come in here and they'll dig up your yard. If you haven't had your yard dug up by a possum, armadillo, a skunk, or any of these deterring, burrowing animals, oh my gosh, they do some damage, man. They really tear your ish up. Okay? That's why I make it a point. Remember, stay on point. I told y'all, stay on point. I'm not going to wait until I see damage to start treating damage. How much? That don't even make no damn sense. Now, anyway, preventative measures, guys, are always the cheapest way to handle situations. Prevent it from happening the best you can. Some things are inevitable, but try your best to try to prevent it. Okay, prevent it. Okay. Now, this is that YARD GARD. Okay, mind you, it says what? It's all natural. So I've been putting this down monthly now. I'm about to break some ish down on this bag now. Check me out now. Check me out. Check me out. Okay, I've been putting this down monthly just because I was worrying about deterring the animals. Okay, but I started thinking, I was like, oh, it's all natural. What does all natural mean? Organics. Okay, everything in this bag is basically organic. It's all natural, meaning it won't harm. It says no, it's all natural and no chemicals. So it won't harm the animal. It's not going to harm the animal. It's not going to harm humans, animals, pets, anything. It's all natural. This will not harm anything. But this is what it does. I'm gonna give you the makeup of this, the characteristics, the ingredients. I'm gonna give you the ingredients of this, and you'll see what it's doing to the animals. Okay, and I've gone over this a few times, but I'm gonna dive into it today a little bit. Okay, I know it said, I ain't even got to read it. It's castor oil, pepper, okay, limestone, water, and something called calcium lignosulfonate. Okay, now the castor oil and the pepper, okay, those are the two main things that are deterring this animal. Okay, now the castor oil, all natural, coming from the castor bean. I mean, it's coming from a plant-based, I guess. Okay, now the castor oil is meant to seep into the soil and get into any of the insects that may be there, armyworms, grubs, I mean, any type of insects they're digging for. Okay, this also helps deter moles as well, because the moles don't like the oily the oily taste of the insects. What it does is fill the insects full of that castor oil. So if a deterring, burrowing animal does dig and get an animal or get an insect or get a delicatessen, that's what I've been calling it. It's a delicatessen to them. But that castor oil will what? Will mask that taste, will make it taste disgusting. We're like, oh, what is that? It's oily, it's disgusting. So they don't like the taste of it if they do get it, okay? And it also masks their smell somewhat, that castor oil, okay? It masks the smell somewhat. But that pepper that's in it, what is that doing, guys, okay? Because you know what it does to us when we smell it. We'll sneeze, right? Achoo, gesundheit. We'll sneeze. So you had to imagine that these mullas, their nose, and they live off of that. It's like, you know, I don't know, 10,000 times, 5,000 times as strong as the sense of our nose. So when they get a whiff of that pepper, what? It's deterring them. Oh, shucks, that's that yard. We ain't going over there. We ain't going over there. You understand what I'm saying? So the nasty taste of the castor oil and then the pepper, okay? That's what's messing up the animal, okay? But it has to have a carrier, right? You have to carry the products, okay? All natural. So they mixed in what? They mixed in limestone, okay? They mixed in limestone. We'll go with limestone. Depending on where you are, but the makeup of limestone is calcium and magnesium. Okay, it's not in a chelated form. It's not put down there to be soaked up by the plant, but you're putting calcium and magnesium in the soil. For those of you that have been following me, I use calcium and magnesium in my regular fertilization program, don't I? Don't I? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Okay? Calcium, you're adding calcium and magnesium or organic form because it's all natural, no chemicals harming the animal. So just by default, you're adding calcium and magnesium to your soil. Never thought about it that way because I was just focused on what? Deterring the damn animal from tearing my it up. That's all I was worried about, tearing my it up. But look at the other stuff that it's doing, okay? Then obviously water, because it needs to get water to break down. But this last one, okay, this calcium lignosulfonate, okay? But this is it, guys, YARD GARD. I'm gonna put it down. YARD GARD. YARD GARD. And it also has something called calcium lignosulfonate in it, okay? Lignosulfonate, okay? All right, it's an incredible product, if you will, okay? Meaning it's all natural and organic, but it's the main carrier of everything in this bag, okay? Yes, it's the main carrier, and I'm about to explain to you why, okay? For one, okay, it's an emulsifier. Lignosulfonate is an emulsifier. Now, for those of you that have been mixing up stuff, liquids and buckets and things for so long, you know the word emulsifier, emulsification, or allowing things to be mixed together, two liquids being mixed together to being able to flow easily. You know, it has the same viscosity, if you will. Okay, it's able to flow easily, emulsible. Okay, it's an emulsifier. Lignosulfate is an emulsifier. So it's what? It's allowing all of these things to be. Hey, I got a neighbor. Hey, hey, y'all check that out. Y'all look on my shoulder. We got a visitor. Meow, meow. That's my neighbor cat. And it's good to have them things coming around too for snakes and things of that nature. But I'm gonna keep it going, man. Let him have his cameo. I'm gonna give him his 15 minutes of fame. You feel me? We're gonna figure out a name for Buddy. I just been calling him Buddy. I don't know his name. We're gonna figure out a name for him. But anyway, look at it. He's still there. That lignosulfate is an emulsifier. So it's allowing that pepper, limestone, the castor oil and everything to mix together, blend well. We put it in a granular form, boom. It's an emulsifier, okay? The second property, it has multiple properties like yucca, okay? The second property of that, he's still here too. I got good court vision, I seen him. Coach crazy. That lignosulfate, it's a disperser as well. Disperse. DG products is a what? Dispersible granular. Lignosulfate is a disperser as well. Okay, mixed with that water, and it's a disperser. So when it gets wet, what is it gonna do? What is it gonna do? You guys know, especially you guys that know the DG products, the dispersible granulars, lignosulfate is a disperser. So and it's mixed with water and it's emulsified and mixed all these chemicals together, right? So when you spread the granulars and it gets wet, what is it going to do? Yes, thank you, class. Thank you, Johnny. Yes, it's going to disperse all of those products, the castor oil, the pepper, and all of that stuff to mess up the skunk and dillos and possum. It's gonna tear them up. It's dispersing those products, okay, evenly across the lawn. Makes sense. Lignosulfate, okay. But I just happen to have the calcium lignosulfate version. There's like 5 different lignosulfates: calcium, natrium, salt. I think there's zinc lignosulfate, ferrous, which is iron lignosulfate, and I could be missing one. K, potassium lignosulfate. I just happen to have in this bag the calcium lignosulfate. So he's still putting down that calcium. I got that limestone putting out calcium and magnesium into the soil. Okay. All right, now check this out. The third and final property or characteristic of what that sulfonate does, and I didn't know it until I dove into it and researched it. That lignosulfate is a chelator. This whole time, it's a chelator. It's an organic chelator, okay? It helps the cation exchange, which is your what? Organic matter, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, that's not yada, yada, yada. But anyway, the CEC, your cation exchange, okay, for your organics, okay, the breaking down of your nutrients, the ability to retain and keep and use your nutrients. That's what that does. It's a chelator, okay? Now, the cation, what it does is it creates an ionic bond. That's what it does. This chelating or chelate materials, they create ionic bonds, guys, with things in the soil, the things that they say is bound up in the soil. They create an ionic bond with those. They create a bond with those things, and they pull them out of the soil, so they're able to be, readily available or usable, by the plant. Chelate. That's what chelate means. When people say chelated, whatever, it's readily available for the plant right now in the chelated form. Okay, so all the stuff I've been putting down, even if it's not chelated version, I'm adding a chelator monthly. I've been adding a emulsifier, a disperser, and a chelator, and it's all natural organic products. I've been putting it down monthly, just, not even realizing it, just because I was focusing on what? I was so focused on deterring those animals, not realizing I'm dumping down goodies. I'm giving beneficial love. I'm giving love to the beneficial by these organic products, man. Okay? Now, from that lignosulfate, the strongest ionic bond it creates are with metals. Listen to me now. Listen to where I'm going with this. For those of y'all that know. Okay? The cation exchange, that ionic exchange, it creates an ionic bond. The best or strongest ionic bond that lignosulfonate creates is with metals. Metals. What's that metal that people dump down at 16, 20%, like you really doing something? You dumping down that high, what product, thinking you're doing something, but you're really just putting it into the soil because it's what? It's not chelated. It's not in a chelated form. People say stop putting that product down in the oxide form or what have you. Only put it down in like a water soluble or chelated form. Okay. Now, what's that metal, guys, I'm talking about? I'm waiting for somebody to say it. Come on, class. I know the year's almost over. We still have to work. Yeah, it's fourth quarter, man. School almost over, man. We got 6 weeks, man. 6 weeks. Praise God. Praise God. But anyway, what is it? Iron. That's what I was waiting for. Thank you. Johnny, you the only one who want to participate today. You the only one. Everybody else, you know what? Y'all got zeros for the day. The heck on my face. Y'all got zeros for the day. Yes. Thank you, Johnny. Iron. Iron, iron, iron. So all that iron and stuff, well, I don't really dump it down like that. I use the chelated form. I use the micro spray. But anyway, I have a chelator right here. So the strongest bond that this lignosulfate creates is an ionic bond with metals. So any iron that I do have leaching or leaking or hanging out or bound up in that soil, it's being chelated. It's being chelated by this lignosulfonate in this damn YARD GARD. This YARD GARD. Hey, I wouldn't think about it from the fertilizer perspective. I was just thinking of it from what? The YARD GARD perspective. But the whole mother time, every month, because I don't miss a month now. They ain't tearing my yard up. They ain't tearing my yard up. Every month I've been putting down some organic goodies, an emulsifier, something that's going to allow all this stuff to mix together well, a disperser, something that's dispersing things across the yard, and a chelator. All in one. He's been putting down a chelator, organic chelator into the yard every month. Man, I've been doing some good things and not even knowing it, man. All because I was what? Trying to stay on point. Trying to stay on point to keep them from tearing up my yard. I've been giving beneficial love or love to the beneficials this whole time. But I'm going to explain that beneficial love tomorrow when I get into that spray. But today was a granular day. But the BioChar and this YARD GARD are organic products, okay? And that's a part of that love that you give to the beneficials. You know, all the beneficials that you put into the soil, you have to give them love. You feed the soil. You take care of the soil, okay? And guys, man, even if you don't have animals tearing up your yard, go buy y'all some YARD GARD, man. And let's see what it does to your yard. YARD GARD, secret weapon. Stay on point, man. Stay on point, man. Stay on point. Don't wait for insect damage. Don't wait for animal damage. Don't wait for fungicide damage. Don't let the weeds take over, man. Stay on point, man. Stay on point. Next month, we're going down with the dual side, with the insecticide. Okay? Appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna rock this out until we get to the rainy season and the fertilizer bans. I'm 15015 here on out. Every month. My organic stuff. BioChar, that YARD GARD. Hey, man, appreciate y'all rocking with your boy, man. Okay? Hey, guys, thumbs up, man. Thumbs up. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Tell everybody that somebody else is out here doing the same damn thing that everyone else is doing. But this version is coming from your boy, man. Coach J, a true Lawn Loco. Thanks again for your time, and God bless. Peace. Zone 9 life. It's all right, man. Y'all can throw it up. Zone 9 life. Let's get it.